to the Creation Evaluation Station. This episode we will be evaluating this Lego Ninjago Ninja Dragon Temple. It's a 4+ set. Before I get any further with it, I just want to let you know, if you're not familiar with this channel, that I do in-depth reviews of models and construction kits, both new and old, mostly Lego, other products as well. I also do reviews and discussions of other creative works, such as movies, video games, and cartoons. And because my models and construction set reviews can be kind of long, since they're in-depth, I have timestamps down below here on the red line. Those little chopped up sections are timestamps, and down in the description as well. And you can use them to jump around to see the parts that you're most interested in. You know, you can skip the parts, or you can skip the end, or, you know, skip whichever part you want. Or you can use them as bookmarks to come back and finish the video when you have more time. So, that being said, let's get down to the details of this. First, another slow, quick look there. Got a big old dragon in front. May not be the best looking one, but and the back. Yeah, and if you notice, packaging looks very much like the Core Wave that came out this spring, and in fact it is. It's got the same ninjas and the same bad guys in it. Now, why did it come out with this new season and it wasn't related to anything going on? Well, you may think it's weird, but it's not that weird. If you think about waves in the past, new season of sets would come out, and there would be 4+ sets, and a lot of them would be legacy sets. Instead of legacy, they're now going to be Core Wave, I guess. Which, like I said, that actually does make sense. There were some waves that did have 4+ versions of sets that were in that particular season, but many of them were legacy sets. And so yeah, that's what's going on here. And I'm going to get this out of the way quick so we can get right back into the big juicy Crystal King series ones. So yeah, the details. Set number 71759. It's for ages 4 and up, and it retails for $44.99. A Lego website. It contains, I knew this. Oh, yes, 167 pieces, and released this summer of 2022 in August 1st. So, yeah. I think this is a pretty well-balanced 4+ set, and should be lots of fun. I don't like the price, but never do with the 4+ sets. But let's go open it up, see what it's got inside. Here we have the contents of the box, and we have not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 instruction books. A little excessive. Wonder what the pages look like inside. Hopefully they're not wasting too much paper. But we, coinciding with each instruction booklet, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 bags. Wait, there's just a little bit more. And 1 little base plate. Yeah. So, that's what it looks like. Here we have the contents of bag 1, and I put that big old plate in here as well. We have the dragon parts in here. It's interesting, we got what are essentially raptor legs in red. I'd like to see a cool red raptor. We have this boat or body piece that's these dual molded wings, although these are not the new dragon wing pieces, they're the older version. Red tail piece. Nia's in this bag. A lot of blue pieces, mostly for the dragon body. The most interesting piece, I would say, is this here. Just rolled away. Let's hold on to it up here. Stays put. It's a ball on an extended rod on a peg. See the other side there's a peg. Standard peg. Yeah. Well, it probably goes into that piece there, but it's an interesting piece. But yep, that's bag 1. Not a lot in each and every bag. Here is bag 2. We got a lot of large plates. I was not expecting these, but there's these big entryway pieces. It looks like they can fit a large window or something in there. Although they don't come with this set. I've not seen these pieces before, but they're definitely big old pieces for 4+. We have tons of these pieces in here. Got a green leaf. We have this nicely printed piece. Some rock key pieces. Golden dragon sword. Some golden size. Some teacups. And we have some more greenery over here. A few more pieces in this. At least I think they are. There's a lot of big pieces in here, though. Not sure what that propeller is for. Here is bag 3. I lost track. This is bag 3. Got one single plate, but most of this is other parts for the motorcycle, including wheel hubs. Here's the main chassis pieces. Some tires. Got some other assorted pieces. Have this beautiful printed snakehead looking front for the motorcycle. We have yellow pins. Got this spear here holding things back, and these really cool colored green, trans green pieces. I really love this color. I wish, they had this back in the day with space. They would have made like big old windshields and stuff out of this color. Imagine it would look good maybe with a blue, green with a blue color. And then we have their snakes here, along with some weapons for them. Now, I'm not sure, and I gotta go check, but there seems to be something different about these heads. I thought they were the same molds, but I'm gonna go drag the other ones out, which I'm going to do anyways, because this is going to go in with my other core wave pieces. But if this is a different head sculpt, it's similar, very similar, but something seems off about it. I saw enough of them, you'd think I'd know. But yeah, that's that bag. Not really too many pieces in it, some large ones, but that's about it. Here is the 4th and final bag. We got one big plate here, another smaller one. There's not a lot of pieces here at all. Some greenery pieces. There's more of those. Oh, we must be almost up to 10 of those in this. Got a big ugly rock piece there. Good old burp. We have branches, trees, and we have Kai, and we have this. I like this. I'm assuming that's a baby dragon egg. Too bad we didn't get something like this in Jurassic Park. That would have been awesome. Definitely use that with your Jurassic Park sets, but yeah. Probably the best thing about this whole entire set. Use that for my thumbnail, maybe. Here we have the leftover pieces. It's a 4+ set, so usually don't expect anything. And we did get a few things here, including a nice teacup. We have a sai and a peg, and a black peg, and one of them yellow pegs. Now, there were several different versions of weapons in this, 2 different colored swords plus the dragon sword. I was hoping for doubles, but nope. 4+ set, no doubles, just this side. Here are our cast of characters for this set. and it's we got two of the snake guys from the core wave. This is definitely looking like a core wave set with the same enemies and our ninjas in their same gear. We have Kai and Nia in this set. The brothers, which is kind of, or brothers, the siblings, excuse me. Sorry, Nia. The siblings are together, which is kind of nice, having them in the set together. Just those two. And yeah, they look pretty good. Like I said, there's issues with the, like I've said before, there's issues with the stylization of the ninjas compared to the bad guys. And just for reference, I got one of the brand new ninjas from the regular part of this wave, the non 4+, and you can see there's quite a difference in the detail, both in the ninjas, but the fact that they look as detailed as our villains here. Meanwhile, you get and contrast it with the ninjas from the core wave, and yeah, vastly different. Vast difference. So that's that. Let's put Zane aside for now, because he's not that important with this set, and he's not even in this set. And take a closer look without all their gear on. Here we have them all stripped down so you can see their torsos better. And I took the snake heads off because their necks do block the upper portion of the torso a little bit. And you can see the snake guys both have the same torso and leg pieces. They are completely identical, which is a little disappointing because with the regular core series that we got this spring, they were both, each, if the set had more than one, they were different. So we'd have a black-headed snake and an orange-headed snake, etc. And getting over here to Kai and Nia, as you can see, the stylized, simplified gis and printings on the legs and stuff. I mean, they're not terrible. And Nia, I think, was the best one of all this current wave of ninjas. They got their determined angry faces on. And if we flip things over, check out the back. We have the same quality of either lack of detail or detail. And like I said, snake guys have the same torsos. And we have their smiling faces on the ninjas, sort of smiling faces. That's an awfully guilty face that Kai's got. But yeah, I mean, they're not terrible looking. They're just not matching in their, aesthetic. But not bad at all. We have everything here together, and looks like quite a bit because there's quite a few sub-assemblies in this. There's a lot of little builds that add up to the whole thing. Overall, looks good. We'll be breaking things down, of course. Probably save the dragon for last. Save best for last, right? Yeah. We'll start with the snake guys stuff, but let's hop to it. So we have this guy's little platform here, and there's really not much to it. We've talked about the figures. This is just basically a launcher, and you get these little green things, and you launch them like so. They fly pretty good. Nothing too amazing about this. Just gives the bad guys something more to, have for be weaponized. But then we have the motorcycle. Now this is pretty sweet. It's the standard 4+ motorcycle build, which I still appreciate because it rolls really well. And they've done a lot here to make it look more snake-like. They've got this kind of snake head front printed piece, which looks really good. And the snake motorcycles even has a tail, which is kind of cute. And fits the character in there perfectly. It's got plenty of room to sit since there's like 4 tiles. You can't quite get 2 people in there though. But he's got plenty of room for himself in there. And then you got these 2 blades here on the sides. Not too much to say about them. But yeah, it's simple, but it looks good, and it works really good. Yeah, on to, well, let's start with the bigger one. So we have these little buildings. Well, actually, technically, the other one, I don't know if it's supposed to be a building or a cave, but starting with this one, there's not a lot here. It's kind of simple, but it gets the job done. We've got a little training thing here for the ninjas to train with. A lovely little palm tree. Well, not really a palm tree, but a tree. Decorative tree. And this little building looks really nice. It's up. You can even see it's on like stilts. You can see through there. It's got some tea. It's housing the golden dragon sword. The back, not much to say about the back. Looks mostly like the front except for missing the special printed piece there on top. But yeah, it's a little shrine to the golden sword, really, I guess. Being kept there for when it needs to be used. Right next to a training facility. Or training, spinny thing. Oh yes, we also have this portable fire, I guess. Ta-da! Portable fire. Alright, now onto this cave slash building. I mean, it has a roof built on it, but yet it looks like it's kind of a cave. But what it is essentially is a nest for the dragon, because you can see the little eye poking out there in the egg. I love this piece. It's probably the best part of the set. And we have another one of these little ornamental trees that swing really well. I don't know if they could have done anything really better with that, so it kind of has a more fixed position. But it is what it is. And it's not terrible. I mean, it's supposed to just sit there. Just if it was in a hurricane, it'd be flying all over the place. Alright, now here's our dragon. And he actually looks better in person than on the box. And I don't know if I can convey that with what you see here. He's got a pretty long tail. And these raptor legs. Now he's got holes here. We could give him raptor arms too. And they wouldn't look bad. I wish they would actually give us a red raptor. That would be nice. I have blue ones. Why not red? And he looks pretty good. Oops. Can only bend those wings so far. The wings are a little bit small for its body size. That is probably the worst part of it. And they have bigger wings, and I don't know why they couldn't have used them instead. But they didn't. They used these smaller ones. And they wouldn't even have to use those new wing pieces either. They've got an older set that are bigger than these. But the goofiest part is the fact that Nia here sits inside the dragon. Like it's some kind of, quarter ride at the supermarket you put your kids in. And rather than sitting on its back, she sits in his back. It's like, is this a real dragon or a contraption? But the head looks really nice. It's a mold I think they've used before, not colored quite like this, but it has been used before, and it's on a really nice long extended joint, if you can see inside there. which isn't bad. Does he have a thing to put a flame? Yes, he does. He's got 2 studs inside his mouth. There's also some kind of clip or something on top, but more importantly are the 2 studs inside his mouth, which could be, they're hollow studs, so you could probably put a flame piece in there, but you also could give him a tongue if you wanted to. He's a bit of a weird color scheme, blue and red. I don't know if it's supposed to be somehow their combined personal dragon, considering, you know, water and fire and blue and red. I don't know, a little confusing, but it's not bad looking overall. There we are, back at the desk. Give this my final thoughts and the final eval. Overall, I like this set. There's a lot here. There's good balance of play. There's a lot here. A lot of small things to play with one another. A lot going on here. And it was okay build-wise. It was nothing spectacular. This dragon ended up looking a lot better than it does in the pictures. I don't know. Whoever did their photos of this set, I don't know. The photos distort its proportions worse than they already are. Let's just say that. The proportions aren't bad except for the wings, I would say. They're a little too small. But yeah, the photos of this, the box and whatever, do not do it justice. So, with that in mind, before I say any more, we'll get into appearance and do our final eval. So, as far as appearance is going to go, I like everything here. It doesn't look too super deformed like some of it, except for maybe you could say the dragon. But like the buildings look really great. Motorcycle looks pretty good. Uses that 4+ motorcycle piece, but that gets quite a bit of mileage out of it, and it works pretty well too. And doesn't look terrible. So as far as appearance is gonna go, I gave it a 9. Not a 10, even though I say things look good. Just the dragon could be a little better. It just doesn't look as bad as I thought it was going to look. So yeah, that got a 9. Mostly points off for the dragon, although not as many points off as I at first thought. So as far as function, everything works good for the most part. The motorcycle rolls really good. You got some little action stuff going on here with a spinner. The dragon's pretty posable. Not really any complaints with the posability of it. So everything works fine. Yet there's nothing really amazing either. And because of that, I gave it a simple 9. Now, as far as fun goes, like I said before, there's a lot here. There's a lot here to play with. There's a lot of scenarios to make going on here. I mean, you've got this golden weapon you might be protecting, or maybe you're protecting the baby dragon, or something like that. What are the snake guys after? And we have a good balance here. We got 2 good guys and 2 bad guys. Well, I guess you could consider the dragon a good guy, but the bad guys also have a motorcycle. So there's a nice balance here. The balance, there's plenty of opportunities for play. Now the building of everything together was nothing amazing. I wouldn't say that it was entirely boring, but just kind of meh. And but there was nothing amazing about the building. It was lots of fun, lots of neat things to be had. So but definitely a lot here to actually play with. So I gave it a 10. Fun is definitely a 10. Now, technique, well, I've already kind of hinted at it a little bit here. Like I said, there's nothing amazing here in the builds. Nothing really I could point out at all. I mean, there's some interesting pieces I got used for the dragon and some of the other things, but no real interesting building techniques. No bad building techniques, which is also very important. So I ended up giving that a 9. Nothing good, or nothing amazing, and nothing bad. That's okay as well. So you add that up, you get a 9.25. Add it up and divide by 4, you get a 9.25, and that is, we'll then round it up to the nearest half, so it got a 9.5. Now, price. I didn't even want to look at price because I enjoyed this set. I thought it was a decent set putting it together, but I don't want to look at the price. But we have to look at the price, because the price is $44.99, but there is only 167 pieces in here. You do the math, it's 26 cents per piece, over a quarter per piece. And I'm not even sure why. There isn't a lot of really big pieces. Yes, you have the chassis for the motorcycle. That tends to be large. Now, there is some specialized painted, printed pieces, but they aren't even like new molds. This is not a new mold for the head or anything. And then there were some good sized plates, and even some of the building walls here, the burp here with the rock. There's been bigger pieces that have been made, even since like this burp was made. I don't see the point of the price. I really don't. I don't think there's that much plastic here. Yeah. So with that 26 cents per piece, it is a fun set. It's a great set, but that price is just too bad. And I gave it an F. It's sad. I mean, that gives our final eval a 9.5 F. I don't know. If you can get this on sale, look for sales. Hopefully, maybe around Christmas time, maybe they'll even drop the price overall. I mean, even if it is $45 right now, so I'd almost say you got $25 here worth of stuff, but pushing it up to maybe $30, being a 4+ set and large pieces or whatever, that's high enough. It's still going to be over standard. 26 is way over standard. It's really outrageous. So that's my thoughts on this set. It's a great set. It's just way too expensive for what you get. I did say there was a lot here, but that was not in the volume of plastic. That was the quality of the plastic. The quantity of the... But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. What do you think of this set overall? What do you think about this horrid price? Let's hope it comes down. Yeah, so yeah, please leave me comments down below. Whatever you want. Anything, even a hello. Stop and say hello. Would really help. If you're haven't yet, please subscribe. We're sitting at 71 subscribers, really close to 75. Let's hit that milestone. We have a bigger one to go with 100, but let's try to hit that. And of course, like this if you enjoyed it, and as again, sub if you really like the content you see here, and comment, and of course share with others. That will help the channel grow as well, and I would greatly appreciate it. So yeah, that's it here for me. Creation Evaluation Station. A little bit disappointing there in the end, even though the set overall is pretty fun. But that's me signing off, reminding you that creativity is key.